wrong choice? Make the call.
This is Tony and Casey's Best of Food and Wine on all-time favorites, AM 650.
Playhouse International Wine Festival. It's year 33. We're right inside the room, right in the wine access booth. I told you we were going to Italy. Boy, are we ever. We're in the Veneto. We're heading towards Valpolicella, and we have this amazing bottle of wine in front of us, Casey, that has my favorite closure.
Mine too.
And it's not a screw cap.
No. Look at it, Art.
Yeah. Oh, don't give it away yet. We'll just look at it for a moment. Joining us, actually, we should start with that. Aldo Steccanella joins us. He's the International Export Manager for Tenuta Sant'Antonio. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thanks
Tony.
for bringing this interesting-looking bottle of Gaia.
Well, very frankly, Valpolicella has been going through a revolution in the way we like to make wine. So you look at this bottle and it doesn't actually see it anywhere where Valpolicella.
Yeah, it does.
And you know what? This is a philosophy behind the bottle of wine. You know, you want to enjoy. You don't want to be stereotyped by some sort of exploitation that's been going for years. That's why we created a new packaging. That's why we want to open up the market for certain idea of younger sort of generation. They don't have much experience yet. They want to look for some wine. They don't want to pay a lot of money. So we prepare a new packaging. This is called Vinolop. It was an invention made in Northern Europe, which is totally 100% glass. So it's also an environmentally friendly new idea to create packaging.
It's a fantastic closure, and it slips back in and out easily.
Oh, you open like this. It's a tiny little ring of plastic. You can close it again, and you can go like this. No problem. You can easily do it. One finger.
What does that cost?
To be honest, this is kind of a contradiction in terms of marketing because it's more expensive than screw cap and sometimes it's more expensive also than cork. However, because you present it to the young generation, they love packaging, they love invention, they love new innovative.
It's also way cooler than a cork and way cooler than a screw cap.
It's sexy. It's very, very, very modern.
It makes you want to go out on a date. Well, you and I are not going out on a date.
No.
Maybe I'll take the Vinolog. I'll take the Vinolog with me.
Sure. And I go with the Canadian that you left over.
Maybe I'll go with Juliet because Juliet's famous in the Veneto region.
Julietta, definitely.
Julietta. I've seen the statue. I've been there.
Did you?
Oh,
right.
So, Tony, we have another chef on the show.
Another chef?
Not just a chef.
We have chefs who make wine.
A Michelin chef.
Really?
Yeah, I used to have a tiny restaurant in the rural areas of Wales.
You know, I think we're related.
Wales?
Yeah.
Kind of related because my mother's from Wales. Your wife is from Wales.
Well, every time anybody comes and talk about Wales, I really get emotional.
I'm trying to save the Wales, so maybe I'm related to you too.
It's one of the best countries in the world, I can tell you. If you love nature and human resources and people with a lot of feeling, Wales is really something
Actually, I love Valpolicella. If you don't pour some soon, I'm going to expire here.
Of course, of course.
Tell us about this wine, because normally the old Valpolicella was a blend of
Corvina and Rondinella.
Molinara, maybe?
We used to have some of the Rondinella, but to be totally, the Molinara, sorry. To be totally honest, with this particular wine, it's 100% Corvina. So it's giving you the flattering of entertaining style of wine. That's all he wants to be.
Super Veneto wine.
Kind of, but without being super. It's a wonderful, fresh, entertaining Veneto wine. So it's a Valpolicella without the status. You want to be to present for anyone without, as I said, exploiting the style of the wine that's been forgoing many years when Valpolicella was only dull and very sort of absolutely not familiar.
It's a very pure wine because you're not using oak in this wine.
Not at all,
You can only...
It's 100% stainless steel wine.
So the fruit is...
Within 3 months, it's fresh and it goes out and you can drink it. The cherry of the typical area, because we have a lot of cherry, is the character of this wine. So it goes well in the summer. You can even drink it chill.
What is the cherry? Do you know? Is it...
Cherry fruit.
Is it like the Morellino or do you know...
Next to our town, there's a town called Cassano, and they produce the most exotic cherry fruit ever in the world, which is called Morella di Cazzano.
Is this a sweet cherry?
It's a sweet cherry. It's a sweet cherry. They actually dispose it in Canada, in America, all over the world. And because of this, the character of the fruit is in our wine.
But there's 4 characters that make this wine, or that produce this wine. The winemaker, your buddy,
Sure.
4 brothers.
This family is an amazing story, I can tell you. We just linked together a few years ago, and I fell in love with this family because they're workaholic like me. They love the passion.
And they didn't even pay you in the beginning.
No, we started as a joke. We just took on jump. They didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go. We went together to Canada, here in this country, and for 3 years we went back on our tails like a dog, with no sales, but we had lots of passion to present our wine. And from 3,000 bottles we exported in 2005, today this family are producing 120,000 cases.
But they wanted to produce high-end wine.
That was the beginning, because in those years in Verona, to prove to everyone the Veronese mentality that you are good, you have to make fine wine. And then unfortunately when the Twin Tower went down, everything collapsed. There was no money, no high-end market for a Amarone wine. So this brother, they are intelligent enough to understand, in order to survive, you have to make fine wine on the entry-level section. When in those years, Valpolicella was really dull. It was not popular at all. That's why we presented Skaya without the name of, not because we don't like Valpolicella, we want to make people aware there's something behind that is really wonderful.
Why did you choose the name Skaya?
Skaya is very funny. It's slang for slate. You know the bit of rocket that you shave it and you throw it on the water and you enjoy seeing jumping on that?
Skipping,
You're skipping? That's right. That's the Skaya in Veronese.
I see.
The skipping is...
No, Skaya is the rock. The stone. It's the slate. In Italian you call it scheggia or Skaya. When you go to a restaurant you say, would you like some Skaya di Grana?
Yeah, I would. Thank you very much.
It's a shaving.
Yeah.
So, why Skaya?
I like some Skaya de Trufo too.
Exactly, Skaya di Tartufi. Skaya because our rocks are 3 meters deep below the ground without any soil that makes this wine really mineral, very tasty. That's why Skaya. Skaya represents our soil, our terroir.
What's happening in the room? Do you have a good vibration at your table with people visiting you?
It's just overwhelming. I'm so hot. In the last 3 days, we've just been seeing so many beautiful people. Lots of nice restaurants. It's overwhelming. And I think this country is just one of the most interesting countries in terms of marketing possibility for Italian wine.
Yeah, it's very open to new ideas.
It's so very much European open-up mentality.
Yeah. Well,
it's nice to see that.
We think we know a lot about Italian wine. We're very, we started out only knowing about Barolo and Chianti, but we're curious and we're very excited now to learn about the rest of the country.
I think
so much going on everywhere.
I'm afraid there's still a lot to do. I've been sort of perpetrating this life for the last 35 years, and it's never-ending story, like the movie. The problem is Italy, as much as it's fascinating, it's very sort of complex country. Every little region is a story to tell. So,
with food and wine.
Yeah, and the consumer do not have the time enough to understand. You're moving 5 kilometers, you're in another country altogether, with another story to tell, another culture. And we love to keep that culture. We don't want to be exploited by the market to be next to another. When you say Super Venezia, it's not really what I like. We like wonderful, indigenous, entertaining wine. That is a part of our passion. So people need to understand who we are. Don't like it? That's no problem. I accept that. We move forward. But you come to us and you fall in love in what we do.
Okay, I apologize for that.
No, don't worry.
Let's talk risotto instead.
Indeed, yes. But you just enter to a place where it's the second most important. I don't know what you know. If you speak to a Piemontese guy, they always say Piemonte is #1 risotto. It's not true.
I don't think so.
It's Verona.
Because
Verona,
they're growing it there in a big way.
In south of Verona, there's a town called Isola della Scala. To be honest, I should take the things off. Nobody can hear. Isola della Scala, you find the best risotto in the world. It's called Vialo Nenano is absolutely the best. Because the grain can actually hold up on his gluten, the starch, so you can make a wonderful risotto. So that area is fun. There's a what do you call it? A food fair in Isola della Scala. 250 risotto in a day being served every year on the street. People coming from all over the world.
Wow.
It's the most famous. There's a guy called Chevron.
Which month is that? When do they do it? Which month?
They do in October. Because the season is ending with the frog season. The frogs live in the soil, so we have two seasons. We have the season of the rice. When the rice is picked up, then we have the season of frog. And we catch the frog and then we cook them. We have risotto with frogs.
Unbelievable.
Really? And how do you cook the frogs?
They're sort of sauteing batter, and then they sort of sieve through for about an hour, and then you eat the meat together with risotto. Because frogs live in the rice until the rice grows up from the water. Frogs are very important for the rice because they kill the bacteria and they eat the insect. So we have two seasons for that.
So when you come here, do you go to Italian restaurants?
I like to go to enjoy food all over the world, and I like to entertain myself with this local. I like to enjoy it.
Yes, because I find it very strange because all the wine agents, they always take people from Spain to Spanish restaurants, from Italy to Italian. I think it's so crazy when we have our own fantastic seafood and cuisine. So you cook a lot, Aldo?
I still do at home, I have. When I do, it becomes crazy. Like when I used to be a chef in my own restaurant, so my wife doesn't really like very much because I make so many saucepan too dirty,
Yeah.
One dish you have still 7 saucepan. So it's not really.
To clean up like in the
And I don't want to clean, of course.
I get it.
It's when you're passionate, you create so many different ideas, and you end up, being too professional in your own cuisine.
Aldo Steccanella, we've had a lot of fun talking about Sky. By the way, do you know the price of it in Vancouver?
It's $16.99.
Wow,
I learned my job.
It's a bargain.
Somebody said to me it's a cracking price.
It's a cracking price. 100% Corvino with a vino lock on it. $16.99 should blow out the door. What would you eat with that? What would you be your perfect match for that wine, do you think? For Vancouverites, what could they do?
This is actually amazing because it's so much to say. This is the most versatile wine ever. You can eat anything. In the summer you chill it, you can have some beautiful selection of seafood salad. Or you can have in the winter some carpaccio. You can have some rocket with a bit of shaving roasted duck, the crackling down when you cook it 2-3 times. You can fantasize with a wine like this. It's really extremely versatile. That's why we want to make it as it is, to open up the market. For any guy that is coming to the world and he doesn't have much idea what he likes to drink, we give this and he says, this is an opening to my experience.
Aldo, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Time goes by fast.
I know. I had to go to work.
Yeah, you got to get back to the booth. There's people waiting to see you. Now they're all rushing over to look at the vino box. Have fun in Vancouver.
Yeah, I hope to see you if you come in Verona.
Coming to that festival for sure.
In 2 days we go in Italy,
I know.
It's going to be a nice
start all over.
Thank you.
Aldo Steccanella, he's the International Export Manager from Tenutis.
Thank you.
Antonio. We'll take a quick break. We have one more person joining us, and we'll close off the show. We're heading to Argentina. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is Tony and Casey's Best of Food and Wine on All-Time Favorites, AM 650.
You're listening to a special broadcast of Tony and Casey's Best of Food and Wine from the Playhouse Vancouver International Wine Festival. Tony